Hello again. We're just doing a little MGF Race Car update. I've been so busy recently, haven't had any time to record any videos on this, but it doesn't mean we're not getting on with it in between jobs. So as you can see, it's all floating on some axle stands. Been doing a lot of work underneath at the front of the car. So I'll take you over. As you can see, all the front subframe has all came off, being cleaned up, anti-rust painted, new front wishbones, anti-roll bar, all the bushes have been replaced with black plough flex, so they're all on. We've got the TF style front cross member, or the cross brace underneath. Modified hydrogas cones, displacer cones, and some Spax adjustable shocks. Again, I've taken some pictures of it so I can upload the pictures and show you what it's all about. Had all the original calipers all shot blasted painted, and we're running EBC discs and pads, some Hell brake lines on that corner. You see, all nice and shiny. At the front, we've now got a trophy style front bumper, and we've got a Dorenza 40mm radiator with a Mike Satur air duct kit. I don't know if you can get much of that behind the grille, but again, I've got some photos, so I'll stick some photos on there. Of what it looks like. All the power cables all been run from the alternator and start motor. That goes into there, and it goes back into the cab via this point. And that's for the safety cut-off switch for electric. And again, I've got all the mounting point for the fire extinguisher and for the safety cut-off switch for the electric. TF snorkel kit. Again, Mike Satur servo brace. I think these are a lot better than the ones that you get that bolts onto here. I just added a bit more support. Bonnet pins are all in. Bonnet. So they're all on. So it's starting to come alive now. Again, same on this side, all the calipers, all the brake and stuff. Subframe. All the bushes have been replaced, new front wishbones, everything's been powder coated. Underneath, we've got some stainless steel coolant lines, that runs front to back. So they're all been fitted. On the inside, take it to the passenger side first. So we've got our main battery cables here for the isolate switch, and again that pull cable for fire extinguisher and for the isolate switch. We're going to be fitting this brace. At the moment it's loose because we need to weld some tabs onto here, because this brace come off a TF and we're welding it onto an F dash rail, so that all needs to be welded on there nicely. All the front has been stripped out ready. We're just waiting on a roll cage now, which I ordered in November, but that isn't going to be here to the end of April now. Hard top, proper racing one. So that's that bit. Trophy rear boot lid with a spoiler. Again, I'm going to need to put the bonnet pins on here, but as you can see the engine has not been put in yet. We've got to do the rear subframe and all the stuff on the rear, so we'll do that at the same time. Well, right at this point actually, onto the engine. So I've got it off the stand. Obviously a Piper 4-branch manifold we saw in the last one. We've got the flywheel on now, all torqued down, front pulley all torqued down, new crank seal in the back here. So that is literally ready to be dropped in into the rear subframe when we take that out. Onto this side. As I say, this is just a quick update of what we've done to it so far. I apologise that we haven't had any videos on it doing some work, but let us know in the comments whether you want just update videos or if you actually want us to see do any work. There's still loads to do. We've got the coach steering wheel with the boss on, setting our final driving position. And as you can see, while we're waiting on the cage has got to go down in this area here. And this is the position of the driving seat which I need it to be in, to be comfortable, or an ideal position more than anything. But obviously we need to weld these bars in here to support the seat. And I don't really want to weld anything in place until we've got the cage in, because no my luck I'll weld it in and that'll be in the wrong position and I'll cut it all out again, and I don't want to do that. It's easier just to wait and do it all properly in the first place. So yeah, we did have a Sparco Evo XL because, you know, I'm a fat bastard and I need the extra room, but we found out it didn't quite fit in the car. I mean, they came out to about here, and as you can see, I had to cut away part of the door for the wing to fit in. But I ordered an Evo L and I do fit in it. It's a very tight, snug fit, but I do fit in it, and I won't want to be eating any more pies in between now and race season, because if not I won't be able to get in it. But as you can see, the amount of work that we had to do. Let's just take the seat out actually, be easier. We'll just rest it on the roof there, look. But as you can see, we need to weld these bars in here. Now I think the cage plate will go up to where these spot welds was. So I'm hoping that we can get this bar in on here and this bar in around here for the seat to fit in. But these bars needs to be removable for some reason. I don't know why they can't just be welded in. So we need to weld a plate on here and a plate on here, and they need to be bolted onto the frame there. But obviously, in order to get this seat as low as possible, we've had to remove all the box section out of here. You can see what it looked like on the passenger side. That is identical to the driver's side, so we had to remove all that. All these spot welds needed to be drilled out and chiselled off. You can see in some places they've gone all the way through, so we need to sort that out as well. But with these in place, that will give us more rigidity than what that box section there. And then they just get bolted onto the Sparco seat rails for the seat. And again, you see where I had the XL seat in, I've had to cut away all this here to give us literally millimetres of room to get the seat right over into the passenger side to be able to shut the door. But you know, it is what it is. And then to contend with as well, with this roll cage being in here, we then need to get the lap belt eyelet in here somewhere, and on this side here as well. 2 eyelets here for the crotch belt, and then the shoulder belts will be onto the roll bar. So yeah, we're cracking on quite nicely with the vehicle. Still loads to go, but yeah, we're getting closer and closer. So we're just waiting on that roll cage that we can get that all tied in, built up, get the seat in, and then we can move on to the back subframe, getting the engine fitted, and hopefully getting it started. So that's about it really for the MGF build. Again, you'll have to let me know whether you want to see any actual videos of me doing any work on this car, or if you just want to keep up with the update videos. But I will be sticking some photos in of when I've been doing the work and how I've been doing it. They're just not videos, unfortunately. So you've got the silencer there, the TT Mark III R single exit with a Piper sports cat, because you have to run a cat in regulations. Yeah, and that's it really.